I don't have it. It's just
Oh, no, it's right. Yeah, it's up here. It's on top, too.
Yeah. Time maintenance is like I can't complain.
Good morning. Let's begin with a song. This is a call and response song, so you repeat
Down in my soul.
after the singer.
Yeah, the soul.
I do.
And you're not going to be able to sing unless you be quiet. Sing.
Down in my soul. It's not just me, thank God. Come on, let's sing. I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I hear the music.
I hear the music
Down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world
Is my home.
I got a new day
I got a new day
down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I got a new day
I got a new day
down in my soul.
down in my soul.
I got a new day
I got a new day
down in my soul.
down in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home.
Now sing ooh with me.
I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. I feel power
Down in my soul.
I feel
Power
down in my soul. I feel
power
down in my soul.
and the whole wide world is my home.
Let's hear that guitar.
Sing it out. I feel the power. Come on, stand up.
Down in my soul.
Come on.
I feel the power
Down in my soul. I feel the power. Woo. Down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home.
Yes, it is.
and the whole wide
World is my home. All right, give yourselves a hand.
And Unity of Charlottesville is our spiritual home, right? Right. My name is Janice Gilmore, and I will be your celebration assistant today. Reverend Catherine is with us again. We love her. And our music director, Blair Jones. Yes. And our Unity of Charlottesville band and the praise singers. And would you kindly mute your cell phones during the service? Is there anyone here in the sanctuary for the very first time? Any first timers? Aha! Aha! I see Buddy going right here, right here. You're such a snitch, Buddy. Welcome. We welcome you. Hope you find every... Will. Let's all say hi to Will. Hi, Will. We hope, Will, that you meet all your needs here with us today. Whatever you came for, we hope you receive it. If there's anyone online for the very first time and you're able to do so, please come and join us in the sanctuary at some point. We'd love to meet you face-to-face live. At Unity of Charlottesville, we welcome everyone, no matter what your gender identity is, sexual orientation, race, ethnicity, nationality, religion, disability, political affiliation, or economic status. We welcome everyone. And now to welcome everyone here, let's go ahead and sing our welcome song together. Go ahead, stand, give a hug, a wave, meet somebody you've never met before. Welcome,
Will. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Okay. Does everyone feel sufficiently loved? Yay. I do.
We're just getting started.
We're just getting started, says the Rev. We're just getting started. So let's have a time of prayer with Reverend Catherine.
So we take that energy that we've been sharing with one another and we breathe it in. And allow that love energy to open and expand our hearts and minds, knowing that everything that is offered here today is exactly the way it's supposed to be, and that you are here today because there is something somewhere along the way that is exactly what you needed to hear or see or experience. So we start this morning just grounding ourselves in divine order. That everything in here, out there is exactly as it needs to be for our highest and best. And so it is. Amen.
And let's share together our mission statement. Unity of Charlottesville empowers everyone to express their unique divinity, making a positive difference in the world. And our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence. And now we'll have a song from Blair.
Spread your wings and fly. You belong to the sky. Many wonders lie waiting within your mind's eye. And as you believe, you will receive. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe. With great clarity, choose your destiny beyond perceived boundaries, lie possibilities. And as you believe, you will receive. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe. And as you believe, you will receive. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe. Keep hanging on, you're gonna see. The world belongs to those who believe in their dreams. You will receive. As you believe.
Wow. Whew. I came in this morning thinking, well, I just don't know why. I sort of have low energy this morning. I don't have it anymore. Thanks to all of you. Oh. For a long, long time, you know, Sunday has been known in Christianity as the Sabbath. The basis for this is the creation story found in the book of Genesis, chapters 1 and 2. And here are just a couple of the key verses. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their multitude. And there was morning and evening on the sixth day. And God saw that everything that he had done was indeed very good. And on the seventh day, he rested. From that passage came the commandment, thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath day. The one that made us Catholics think we had no choice about the matter. Maybe some of you too. The car pulled up, the door opened, we got in, we went to church. But this word Sabbath came from the Jewish law that deemed Sabbath a sin. We just picked it up and carried it forward. And the word itself originated from the Hebrew verb shavat, which translates to rest, cease, or desist. Very interesting. The idea of Sunday as the Sabbath has lasted right up to the present day. Until a decade or so ago, I don't know, maybe it was a little more than that, but you couldn't even find a store open on a Sunday. I don't know if any of you are my age and remember that. And Sabbath is still a traditional day off work, a church day, a day dedicated to praise and gratitude for all that has been created in the week before, all that we've accomplished and done. It's a pretty wonderful idea, actually. But Sabbath has nothing whatever to do with a day of the week. God did not have to rest. God doesn't tire. And God did not make days and weeks. The calendar is a human invention. No, Sabbath is a spiritual idea, an inner call to rest from all that drivenness and anxiety and discontent and perfectionism that we so often apply to the work we have to do. It calls us to pause from our continual striving and take stock. Even change course if need be. It's time set aside to remember that we are much more than what we produce or do. That's a big thing for Americans to remember, I think. Sabbath mind is a state of consciousness which is calm, centered, and creative because it is not cluttered with regret or obsessed with what might happen in the future. The great poet T.S. Eliot wrote this: "The endless cycle of idea and action, endless invention, endless experiment, brings knowledge of motion, but not of stillness, knowledge of speech, but not of silence, knowledge of words, yet ignorant of the word. None of this brings us nearer to God. Where is the life we have lost in our living? Where is the wisdom we have lost in knowledge? Where is the knowledge we have lost in information?" That was written a long time ago, and it couldn't be more appropriate for today. Today we're looking at Unity's fourth principle, which says, affirmative prayer and meditation heighten our connection with God mind and bring forth wisdom, healing, and abundance. Time spent in meditation and prayer is Sabbath time. Space to check in and reflect on our lives, to step back and allow our minds and hearts to rest in the Spirit. Now, I have to confess that my mind is not always a restful place. My husband, you better not laugh. So, is yours? Truth be told, life in today's world can sometimes make us lose our Sabbath minds, can it? This little poem by the famous poet Anonymous seems to sum it up. This is the age of the half-read page, the quick hash and the mad dash, the bright night with the nerves tight, the plain hop with a brief stop, the lamp tan in a short span, the big shot in a tight spot, the brain strain and the heart pain, and cat naps till the spring snaps and all this fun is done. So how in the name of heaven can we find Sabbath consciousness in this three-ring circus? I don't certainly have the final answer to that at all, but my musings have brought me to a few conclusions. It seems to me that Sabbath mind has something to do with simplicity, a word that's not too popular these days either. Maybe we're even a little bit afraid of it. It's certainly not a compliment to call somebody simple-minded, right? But simplicity also brings up some really wonderful ideas, like simple, elegant solutions, direct, simple, clear communication, the simple truth, simply being myself. Sabbath mind has something to do with humility, too, a quality also often misunderstood. Reminds me of the old story about the rabbi who was overcome by a sense of humility before God's magnificent creation. And so he threw himself down before the altar in the temple and he cried out, "I am nobody, I am nobody." The cantor, observing him from the rear of the synagogue, was moved by his devotion, so he joined him at the altar, also crying out, "I am nobody, I am nobody." Then the janitor, sweeping the floors in the hall, heard the cries of the two religious men and also was moved by their devotion, so he joined them at the altar, adding his voice to the chant, "I am nobody, I am nobody." At which point, the cantor turns to the rabbi and nodding toward the janitor says, "Now, who thinks he's nobody?" Of course, humility has very little to do with outward displays. In fact, I believe it's the opposite of thinking we're nobody. It's about seeing ourselves as we really are, divine offspring of God, and just as important, knowing that this is the truth about everyone else as well. Not fully evolved, certainly, but always willing to learn and grow. Reflecting on what simplicity and humility would look like in everyday living, I imagined the following metaphor, and see if you can follow me in this. Life is a great drama, a stage play packed with amazing twists and turns and loaded with opportunities to learn new things. God is the creator and the director of the play. God alone has read the entire script, so only God knows how the different scenes are tied together, and only God can see that the whole thing really does make sense. You and I each have a major role in this play, and that role is to be ourselves to the hilt. No one else can play our role. And if any one of us were not in this play, it would turn out entirely differently. So our job in this play called life is to continually unmask and reveal the character Rhonda or Tony or Wayne or Blair or John. As the play unfolds scene by scene, tension grows because each of the characters is called upon to meet more and more demanding and exciting challenges. In addition, each must continually respond to the spontaneous cues given by the other players. Each of the characters seems to know instinctively that in order for the play to stay on track and eventually come to a satisfying conclusion, they must somehow learn to respond to these even ever more demanding challenges and ever more surprising cues in a mature and graceful way. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty much a full-time job for me, but anyway. In fact, unless each player becomes continuously wiser, more authentic, more loving, and more confident, The play will descend into little more than a 2-bit melodrama with lots of distracting, complex, confusing subplots, tedious and long and no fun at all. Sort of like the absurd digression we call politics these days. Now, ours is not to control the play, nor is it to be a better actor than anyone else, or get a larger role than anyone else, or get a higher place in the credits. Ours is only to play ourselves with an evolving depth of integrity and self-awareness. This is a worldview that is essential to looking at life this way. We would have to see God, the creator and director of the play, as all good and all powerful in order to place our faith in the play itself, right? And so we have principle 1. There is only one ultimate power in the universe and in my life, God, absolute, unchanging good. To be fully engaged and present to each scene, we cannot be constantly obsessed with how the play is going to turn out. So we would have to have faith in the skill of the director to weave the whole cacophony into a harmonious and meaningful story. We'd have to trust that the play is unfolding just as it's supposed to, that it's going somewhere, even when it feels like we're falling down Alice's rabbit hole. There is another worldview that's essential to our willingness to participate wholeheartedly in this play. To have the courage to set aside our masks and offer our true self to the drama, we'll need to be able to trust ourselves and the other actors. Principle 2, human beings were created from absolute good, and so our inherent nature is also good. Sets us on the right track. From that perspective, we realize that we're all in this together, all struggling with our roles, wrestling with our demons and doubts. So it's pretty likely that we're going to bump into each other from time to time. Sometimes so hard that the pain causes us to be angry at one another. Faith in our own and other people's inherent good intentions really helps us when this happens. And one more thing. To do honest work and play our part wholeheartedly, we need to know that how we think, what we say and do, does make a difference. And now we've arrived at principle 3. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking and feeling. Everything we manifest begins with a thought. Why, if I didn't believe that, I probably wouldn't even bother to show up for the play. Or I would show up with a casual, cavalier attitude, offering no real depth to my role and speaking my lines carelessly. Understanding that we were each cast in this particular play because we offer something that no one else can bring helps us to slow down and center before speaking our lines or taking action. Knowing the importance of our particular role in this scene is what gives us the motivation and energy to get back up on that stage every day, even if we've offered a poor performance yesterday. Now, this credo that God, the power of goodness and love, is always present, that humans have a core of goodness and love, that divine order is always at work, that how I show up and what I contribute is important, this credo starts to take root the moment we make the decision to embrace it. Once we declare it to be our truth and our path, the real action begins. Because this is where the rubber meets the road. How in this madcap world can we hope to maintain such a high level of consciousness? Well, I remember what Arthur Rubinstein replied when asked how he got to Carnegie Hall. Anybody else remember? Practice, practice, practice. In Tevye's words, we're like fiddlers on the roof, each playing a little violin while struggling to keep our balance. What keeps us up there on the roof? Well, something. We need something. And thus, we have the fourth principle. Affirmative prayer and meditation heighten our connection with God-mind and bring forth wisdom, healing, and abundance. Honestly, I cannot think of any way for any of us to keep our balance except through prayer and meditation. Sabbath mind is not cultivated by simply talking to God, though, or reciting rote prayers, or sitting on a cushion at an ashram. It develops as we learn to be fully present. The good news is we'll have plenty of opportunities for practice, since all of us actors have this tendency to leave the script and ad lib. Sepp loves to tell this story about the time he went away on a mountaintop retreat. About the morning, he woke up before dawn and went outside to watch the sunrise over the mountains. But when he stepped through the door of his cabin, he found a world that was covered in dense fog. The mountains, the valley, were not even visible. But following some inner instinct, he found the perfect perch and sat down to wait and watch. And after a while, a faint light became visible inside the fog. Little by little, that light grew more powerful and began to warm and dry the air, and the fog slowly began to move. Always the curious one, Sepp wondered what was causing this incredible phenomenon that was unfolding before his eyes. Bit by bit, an amazingly beautiful vista appeared as the fog began to dissipate. Oh my God, he prayed, even though he didn't realize it was a prayer. It's the sun. The light and warmth of the sun are clearing the fog away. Tears of awe, joy, and gratitude, well, leaked from his eyes then and still are every time we have this conversation. Sepp had only to go outside and sit, and then decide to stay, even when it seemed as though there was nothing to see. Through his willingness to wait in the stillness, he was profoundly rewarded. Why is such a simple story so powerful? Could it be that it offers an essential awareness? That prayer and meditation are not skills to be learned as much as they are a way of living. That the hallmark of Sabbath mind are simplicity, humility, and patience. This state of consciousness allows us to slow down and take time off from our doingness and step back and rest because we know we're not the ones holding up the sky. Fear, usually called anxiety or worry, and so we think it's not really fear, but yeah, it is so pervasive in our world that we may even think of it as normal or benign. We rarely even object when everyone from advertisers to governing officials use fear tactics to try and control us. Sometimes the message is kind of subtle, like the life insurance salesman who was pitching his product to a would-be client. After listening to a long, drawn-out presentation about the risk of not buying the policy, the customer says to the salesman, "I do believe you're trying to frighten me into making a hasty decision." "Oh, no," The salesman said, I would never do that. Tell you what, sleep on it tonight, and if you wake up in the morning, give me a call and let me know your decision. Affirmative prayer is positive, creative thought grounded in faith and humility. Unfortunately, most people spend a good deal of their time thinking about what they don't want, what they're afraid will happen, or how upset they are about what just happened. The law of attraction tells us that where we place our attention is powerful. It's creative, that what we think about the most, whether positive or negative, is what is likely to occur. Kind of sobering when you consider that most of our thoughts are going on in the background of our minds and we're not even conscious of them. Chronic doubt, fear, and worry are like saboteurs, enemies of the abundant life. The practice of meditation helps us to clear those viruses and open ourselves to higher thought and a greater truth. See, if we believe that what's real is only the stuff that we can see, hear, touch, and smell, we're not living in the spiritual life at all. Animals, every animal can do that. Humans are called to something a bit higher. Through taking charge of our thinking, we can claim the good that is always already present. But the trouble is, I don't know about you, but I have not found it easy to control my thoughts. No one has actually been able to tell me how to do it, and I can't tell you. Because those negative thought forms or thought habits are formed in early childhood. I heard yesterday that they're actually generational, that they're passed from generation to generation. In our culture, yes, but is considered just realistic thinking. But I did get help from my great teacher, Mary Morrissey. Any of you know Mary Morrissey's work? Oh, she's so powerful. She teaches that affirmative prayer is not so much about stopping limiting thoughts as crowding them out with higher thoughts, like all the wisdom, energy, and love I need are flowing toward me now. Like all my affairs are in divine order. Like divine life is always flowing toward me and it is permeating every cell of my body. Myrtle Fillmore healed herself of tuberculosis with that one. My favorite comes directly from Charles Fillmore, who is famous for saying, and by the way, it's over the door of his office at Unity Village, I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. Like every great actor, we develop our craft by continuing to grow as human beings. We do this by showing up every day, fully present, willing to give ourselves to this life. And we can't really do that unless we take good care of ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I don't know, but I hear a lot about how to take care of my intellect and how to take care of my body, but I don't hear a lot of guidance or conversation about what it means to take care of my spirit. We need that so much so that when the script brings up a challenging situation, or when we find ourselves on stage with a very unskilled actor, we are ready and able to step up and take the lead. We're prepared. In today's world, most of us know a lot about our bodies and minds, but little about nurturing our spirits. The fourth principle shows us how to maintain spiritual fitness so that when it's needed, we're ready to respond. You know, I learned something from my parents, especially my mother, I guess. I'll have to check this out with Betty later, my sister. We were not created to passively absorb pain, nor work harder than anyone else, or live in a state of denial. nor can we live every day on the mountaintop. We're here in the midst for a reason. We're here because the wisdom that we bring is essential to how this play turns out. We may not know what form that takes. We don't know whether to march or simply pray or write letters or just be the best person we can be. But I know this, affirmative prayer and meditation through all of that are tools that offer awareness, wisdom, healing, abundance, insight, strength, comfort, and rest. What a relief. Established practices of prayer and meditation assure us that the decisions we make and the roles we accept will be perfect for our nurturing and for our growth and for our transformation. They may not all feel good, but they will be essential. Once centered in spiritual awareness, we can trust ourselves to be honest and compassionate, willing and able to say what needs to be said and do what is ours to do. And it's such a relief. Imagine a life with no more second guessing, less fear of making a mistake, no worry about the reviews, as long as we maintain conscious contact with source energy. But when we fall into the delusion that I'm prone to it, that it's all up to us, that we have to have the answers, that we have to handle things on human power alone, we're on really shaky ground because this life will do us in. Remember, we are waves in the ocean, not the ocean. Sabbath mind is a state of consciousness then called simplicity and humility and patience. No matter what the world does, we affirm divine order. And we gain confidence arising from the trust in our desire to do the right thing and our oneness with the universal wisdom. Don't you think it's time for us to redouble our commitment to conscious contact with the ocean? So here's a closing gift for you today, called Kama Lily by Lynn Unger. Consider the lilies of the field, the blue banks of kamas opening into acres of sky along the road. Would the longing to lie down and be washed by that beauty abate if you knew their usefulness? How the natives ground their bulbs for flour? How the settlers' hogs uprooted them, grunting in gleeful oblivion as the flowers fell? And you, what of your rushed and useful life? Imagine setting it all down, papers, plans, appointments, everything, leaving only a note, gone to the fields to be lovely. Be back when I'm through with blooming. Even now, unneeded and uneaten, the kama lilies gaze out above the grass from their tender blue eyes. Even in sleep, your life will shine. Make no mistake, of course your work will matter. Yet Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. God bless you all. Let's prepare for meditation. We are now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. Divine Spirit, source of all that is, we are open to your guidance this morning. We hear your voice and receive the creative ideas that lead us forward today. We breathe in your wisdom and breathe out love. We trust that divine order is always present throughout the magnificent universe, in and through nature, in and through everything that takes place. We are grateful for the grace that has brought us to this place at this moment. We trust the divine intelligence and love that created and sustains us every moment of every day. And we know that all things are possible when our minds are aligned with God mind. And so we sit together in the silence, awake and alert. Our hearts whisper, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening," in the silence. As we return our attention to this time and space today, we bring with us a new level of calm and confidence. For we are not left alone. We are one with divine mind, divine power, divine love. And we go through our day with this mantra. Through the power of the Holy Spirit, I know what to say and how to say it. I know what to do and how to do it. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Catherine, for sharing your love, your wisdom, and for sharing your passion for the unity teachings in such beautiful ways. We are lifted in spirit and in love and in being. Thank you. So now is the time to give back a portion of all of the wonder and mystical energy, loving energy we've experienced here today. There are many ways to give to Unity of Charlottesville. There's a text to give here into our butterfly net and through our QR code. And we thank you. We thank each and every one of you here in this room, online, and beyond. We thank you for not just your monetary tithes, but tithing of your time and your talent as well. We love you. We are grateful. We behold the Christ consciousness in all of you. And so let's go ahead and bless our tithes and offerings. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
I know you know this song, and I hope you'll all sing with us. We're going to do it 5 times. And on the 5th time, we're going to repeat my favorite phrase, which is to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly. So when we get to that the 5th time, just hang in there with us. 1,
We got
2,
this.
3.
Feel free to stand up if you'd like. Move around. Enjoy yourselves.
Day by
day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, 3 things I pray: to see thee more clearly, to love thee more
I got so wrapped up in the energy. Whew. All right. Opportunities for transformation. We have a safety team, and Megan Panek is going to come up and share more about that with us. Megan? There she is. Come on down, Megan. Let's give her a hand. She's on our board. She's on our board.
Yeah, so some of you may not be aware, but back in January, we did have the crime prevention team from Albemarle County come through, and they did a safety inspection of Unity. And they definitely had some recommendations for us about ways that we could make the physical building more secure and also make things just in general more safe for our congregation. So they gave us a list of recommendations, and we are forming a safety team in order to be able to put some of those recommendations into play here. So if you, there's a couple of kind of requirements of somebody that would join the safety team. We would need you to be a Unity member, willing and able to help if there was ever an emergency at Unity, and willing and able to get trained, CPR, first aid, AED, which is an automatic defibrillator, things like that. Something that we should have here at Unity are some people trained to deal with an emergency situation. So if you're one of those people who thinks, I may be interested, please contact either myself or Shirley or Cindy. We're kind of heading up this safety team.
Thank you, Megan. Today, right after the service, is our Tibetan. We have a Tibetan community here that uses our space when, not during this time, obviously, and they are near and dear to our hearts. And we're going to be joining them for a potluck lunch this afternoon, and you are all welcome to come and celebrate and get to know them better, and just have fun. So downstairs in the fellowship hall, right after the service. Spiritual Explorers continues. Second Saturday of each month, 10 to noon. And the next meeting is June 13th. You can contact v.collier@earthlink.net if you'd like more information. Faces of the Divine Feminine, an opening reception happening on Sunday, June 14th from 12 to 1:30 in the fellowship hall again. Cindy Haney will be showing pastels and acrylics. Cindy Stegmeyer will be sharing her photography. And Earth Care team meetings. Second Sundays at 12:30. We have a very powerful and very active Earth Care team. Large classroom downstairs, and work days are on the second and fourth Wednesdays from 10 to noon on the campus. Diversity in the park. Music, food, games, and free. 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday, June 14th at Forest Hills Park. Come and share an energy of diversity with your friends and neighbors. Repair Cafe. Don't talk it. Don't toss it. Don't toss it, fix it. 12 to 4 p.m. Saturday on June 30th here at Unity. 12 to 4. 20th. What did I say? Oh, 12 to 4. Saturday, June 20th, Unity of Charlottesville. Great idea, yes. Healing Helpers will be in this corner after the service with Kevin and Buddy, who is raising his arm back there. Both of them will be up front, for individual prayer. And next week, we'll have our Kate Addison, Reverend Kate Addison will be back. We look forward to hearing her share her lovely message next week. So thank yous. Thank you to Amy Boyan, and there was Piper. Piper was here, right? She'll be back next week. We have a new member to our sound team. Piper will be back with us next week, and we are so happy to have her. And the blessing team, Cindy, Helen, Linda, and Barbara. Let's give them a hand as well. Yes. Thank you for sharing your beautiful smiles and warm hearts with everyone who comes through our door. and Doors, and Blair Jones, our music director.
There's a very brief choir meeting after church. I emailed people, but I don't know that they all got it. So just like 15 minutes, we're going to run through the 2 songs. That's all.
Yes, and then we can go down to the potlucks. So, yeah. So our music director, Blair Jones, our Unity of Charlottesville band, Blue, Ty, and Jim. Did you all love Jim's solo today, his guitar solo? Let's give a hand. And our praise singers, Kevin, Karen, and myself. And Miss Reverend Catherine Klein, come on up. All right, so let's
Thank you all.
let's share our prayer for protection. All right, the light
of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is.